Yo, this is Kyle.
What's good? This is Sinner.
And welcome back to Nice Finds. Today's topic.
What are we talking about, bro?
Across the pond.
We're going across the pond?
We're going across the pond.
Okay.
I hope to everybody viewing from the UK, if I butcher your accent.
My man just offended
I apologize.
a whole country. It's all good though. We about to make it up.
We're gonna actually compliment the UK
Right.
and talk about how crazy, how dope the music scene is right now.
Like the new wave of artists that are coming out of there.
It's crazy.
It's insane. And we talked about it a lot a little bit earlier, and just the fact that in every aspect, whether that be in garage, I'm saying that right? Garage. UK garage.
Shout out to Pink Pantheress.
You have UK garage. You have in the pop scene, R&B space, drill music, hip hop. I don't even know if they're probably getting into country next. You know what I mean?
I'm not too familiar with the UK garage, but I think Pink Pantheress has done a really good job of introducing like kind of like your average everyday American to that sound.
It's like a kind of like hyper pop-ish in terms of like the sound, because it's like it feels sped up, but at the same time the vocals don't have to be at that same pace.
Yeah, but her stuff is dope. Like I rock heavy with Pink Pantheress. Like her stuff is dope. And I remember when you sent it to me, and he was like, "Yo, check this out," and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh shit, this shit is a bop."
Yo,
shit is crazy. This stuff is dope. Her last tape, fire.
That was whenever she came out with that Pink Panther song. Well, I don't know if it was Pink Panther, but it had Pink Panther like in the music video. I was like, what am I listening to? At first, but the more I listened to it, because the songs are only 20 seconds long. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but they short. Like, so you can hear a Pink Panther song and almost forget that you heard it, mainly because you're like, damn, it already ended. So you gotta hear it back. You gotta run it back.
You want to hear more.
Right.
Nah, she's super dope. But I mean, even across the board, even like, you know, we did our between the sheets, you know, segments talk about R&B. Just talk about how rich like and dope like the R&B scene is right now in the UK. You got like people like Sinead, you know, Jack James, who we're big fans of.
Right.
You know, they even got a James Vickery. I hope I didn't butcher your name, but he's dope. And the artist you told me about, Tamara, yeah, she's dope. Like in that R&B space, like like that Sinead, Ready is already too late. Yeah. That tape, top to bottom.
I haven't heard it yet. How is it?
It's a real good flow, super cool, super crisp. Like the music top to bottom is good, and then she's a hell of a singer. You know what I mean? Hell of a singer, great theme. Like, you know, it's like, you remember how we were talking about like in love and shit? It's like R&B right now when it comes to love, like it's getting pretty toxic.
Yeah.
Hers is more so like
that balancing of it.
The different phases of love,
right?
Like even like the title track of the album, like Ready is already too late. Like, you know, we all been in that type of situation. You know what I mean? Like
you say you ready, but
it's too late.
Like we passed that point of you wanting to make those sacrifices now.
Yeah, man. So like, I really like that tape for sure. I'm a big fan of that tape. I'm a real big fan of her. And then like that new artist you was telling me about that you was sending me music.
Which one? Hope.
Well, both of them. Hope.
Okay. Yeah.
So Hope is from UK as well.
Yeah. So Hope is from.
And it's Hope.
Tala.
Okay.
Yeah. hold up. Let me make sure exactly where she's from.
Fact check it.
So Hope Tala is a British singer-songwriter from London.
Yeah.
And her music is just, it's a mixture of a lot of things. It's like R&B, popish, like just a lot of, I don't even know how to describe it, but it just feels good. It's like just feel good music, like the same way Rex Orange County, like his music is like just uplifting type stuff. That's how her music is.
And let me take a step back as far as the Sinead tape. Let me make sure I said the tape correctly. It's Ready Is Always Too Late.
Ready is always too late.
Yeah, not already. Ready is always too late. Fire tape.
I mean, but since we're still talking about like UK, even though we took a step back, let's like drill down into a couple other like.
No pun intended.
No pun
Drill.
intended.
UK drill.
But UK drill scene is going crazy. Like, bro, that Central Cee song "Loading" is probably like one of my favorite songs like so far out of that drill spot.
Well, let me pose a question to you,
What's up?
because and you mentioned Central Cee.
Yeah.
So, Central Cee recently was recently on the Lyrical Lemonade, YouTube channel, as far as doing a video with Lyrical Lemonade.
Okay.
And we there's always been kind of a, like the UK drill scene and the UK rap scene's been going on for a while.
Right.
But people have had questions on, has it or will it ever translate well into America?
Right.
And I remember, and shout out to No Jumper, I remember watching a No Jumper interview with Central Cee and Adam from No Jumper. He said he kind of alluded to like, yo, Central Cee, you might have a chance to break that mold and be kind of like a big time mainstream hip hop artist in America, and you being from the UK. Because we've seen it in other genres. You have like your Adeles, your Ed Sheerans. They broke through in that space, right? But like, we haven't really heard of a UK like rap artist being huge in America. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, outside like people like Skepta, but that's been up and down. I was gonna say like probably like J Hus, but I don't even think people really know who that is. But he has like a crazy, insane discography. Like his last project was crazy. Let me see what it's called.
Now, with that being said though, Dave from the UK, dope UK artist, he just finished a US tour.
Yeah.
And like I know he was out here in Houston and he sold out his Houston show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I feel like that UK sound is starting to become like
really become mainstream.
as far as in America, you know? Like I think it's because, and thanks to the internet and thanks to the ability to travel now, I feel like everybody's becoming more global.
And yo, I saw that, just to take a step back, I saw that with Burna Boy, right? On his album that he just came out with, Love Da Money, he has J Hus, he has J Balvin, he has Blast, Kehlani, Ed Sheeran. Am I missing anybody?
Who else did he have featured on there? Popcorn.
He has Popcorn on there as well. Like, the thing about it is like, these artists nowadays, they're able to speak their own language, right, on a track together, and it can still go global.
Right.
So nobody's trying to be one particular person or another. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to like blend sounds and trying their best to reach every corner of this world with new music.
That's a fact.
And so whenever you see artists like Adekunle Gold, you see Burner Boy selling out stadiums, you see J Hus, you see Dave, you see artists like Central Cee coming out and creating a whole new wave for artists like them. It's just, the internet has broken all barriers to people's expectations of artists.
Right. Yeah, and I would say travel too, because I feel like even like with the internet and just the thing of like people being more willing to travel and like to check out new cultures and you know what I mean, and it gives people a better appreciation of different music. So like you know, we'll go back to Bad Bunny, how huge Bad Bunny is out here, and it's kind of like Bad Bunny is like mainstream. Right. Like even if you're not of the Latin community, you know who Bad Bunny is. You heard some of his songs, and then you like when you're at the parties, you rock out to it, even if you might not know Spanish. Right. You know what I mean?
But Yo Para Solo, that is my shit. You know what I mean? I would tell you I am remedial in Spanish, and I'll be the first and last person to say it. But I will tell you this. Anytime I hear that song, and anytime I hear Una Nota by J Balvin and Sesh, you know what I mean? I'm singing. I'm singing like I wrote it.
Yeah, all right, let's go back across the pond.
Okay.
UK. But, and I pose this other question to you. So you know drill has like resurfaced in America.
Right.
And drill is like when I mean resurfaced as in it bounced around, you know, it was Chicago drill that got hot, then it kind of faded off a little bit, and then you had this revival of New York drill, right? Not revival of New York drill, but more so then you have Chicago, faded out, then you have, as far as in America, New York drill. Yeah, concentrations. Now New York drill is hot. And then now drill is just starting to like spread again everywhere, globally. But we also know that like the New York drill is inspired by the UK drill, as far as like the similar sounds. And
even some of the Pop Smoke songs, that producer that he used
was from UK.
Yeah.
So let me pose this question to you. From the UK drill songs you've heard, I feel like they mastered it. As far as being able to make UK, like being able to make mainstream level drill songs out there in the UK. Right. Because when I listen to a lot of their drill tracks, it's pretty different than listening to like the American drill tracks. You know, the drill tracks here is primarily about ops, killing, things like that. Right. Like out there in the UK, a lot of those drill songs, they actually make them into like, kind of like bangers, where they talk about like topics across the board. Right. Love, talk about partying, you know what I mean? Talk about like different situations. It's kind of like, I feel like because that UK drill has been around longer to now what has resurfaced as the new drill in America, they're a little more mature and a little more seasoned in that space.
I mean, I would also say this: the UK has had like grime music before that, right? And so, whenever it comes to like that progression into drill music, it only feels like natural, because those same similar sounds that they had with that music, they're able to take drill music and be like, all right, what elements of grime can we mix into drill? And then from there, they have just been able to make a hit after a hit after a hit. Because every single drill song you showed me from the UK has like, if the person that's rapping on it isn't that good, the beat definitely is. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you one thing, and it's a compliment to those guys. Like, I would like, and if any listeners out there are from the UK or experts in like UK music from like drill or grime, like feel free to educate us. But I feel like I'd be interested to like talk to those guys and ask them like, do you consider yourself like your music UK drill? Reason being is like, when you listen to like the drill here in America, you know it's drill.
Right.
You can tell, like instantly it's drill. But like I mentioned before, like with them, I feel like they're so seasoned with it. Like a lot of times you might hear their tracks and it sounds like drill, but I bet if you ask them, they'd be like, nah, this is more some hip hop stuff. This is more some rap stuff. Like this ain't technically like, this ain't for like the people going outside and about to do a drill right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think that's what makes it dope as far as with their music. And then kind of like back to my original question as far as will you think it ever translate well in America? It's because I think because we're apt now to like that New York drill sound, like the Pop Smokes, the Fabios, the Sleepy Hollows, the B-Loves. I think now when a UK artist comes and make a song or make a track, we're better apt to it. We have a better ear for it now because we already had something familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was it? I think we talked about that a little bit earlier, like just being able to open the door for certain artists like Larry June and the Dom Kennedy situation, right? And so where Dom Kennedy made a whole wave sound niche, and people are now becoming a lot more hip to that P-Funk whenever it comes to your Larry Junes, right? I mean, same thing could be said about the New York and Chicago drill scene. Like, although those scenes were like pretty violent, right, in nature whenever it comes to like the songs and subject matter, like you also have the London drill artists who are using that wave and changing it to like their own aesthetic, and it has just been fucking bangers. And I'm pretty sure once people start to like really start to tune into these artists like Central Cee, like Tion Wayne, like they're Russ Millions, like you're really gonna start understanding more of the London scene.
Artie. I like Artie. Arrdee. Artie. Yeah, I like him. You know why I like Artie? He reminds me of like a UK Mac Miller.
Word.
Yeah, for some reason. Like when I listen to his music and stuff and see how like, bro, he reminds me of like a UK Mac Miller.
I haven't heard him. Is he like what is this type of music?
It's okay, it's not like older Mac Miller, it's like early Mac Miller. It's like kids Mac Miller. Yeah, like he reminds me like Artie.
08, 09.
When he just rapping.
Right.
Yeah, before he got into like the
experimental.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean, while we on that, like, okay, so we talked about the hip hop and talked about the R&B.
Real quick, before we go to the next part, while we talking about R&B, we did not bring up one of the greatest girl groups to come out at the moment.
That's what I'm about to go into next.
Oh, you about to go into next?
That's what I'm about to go into next. Because like they fall under pop, but you can say R&B too.
Right.
They what the game been missing.
Honestly.
If you're not familiar with Flow,
FLO.
check them out.
You need to hear them.
They are what the game been mixing.
I'm gonna put you in the cardboard box.
All right.
Changing the numbers and I'm changing the locks. You know what I mean?
Because they're not that many. There aren't really any like female groups anymore.
Right.
Who, for somebody who
you have Tiwa Savage. They're from Nigeria, right? You have Chloe and Halle.
Flow is for the people who aren't familiar with them, who do they remind you of?
Man, 3LW, bro.
3LW for sure.
Absolutely. Like just the way their music is produced, their videos are just crazy. And the thing about it is they came out of nowhere. Like it was just one day, it was nothing. And then the next day I'm hearing Cardboard Box, and it has like I remember when I first sent it to you, the video had like 270,000 views on Twitter, and I was like, send it to you. I was like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
you need to listen to this.
They dope. They are dope.
Yeah.
So they are super dope. Like, man, I feel like what the game been missing.
They
Like,
came
I feel
out with the latest EP.
the EP, The Lead.
Yeah.
Fire, top to bottom. Fire, The Lead. If you haven't checked it out, it's called The Lead by Flo. Like we said, they're from the UK, which was surprising to me. When I found out they were from the UK, I could have sworn they were from like America. I was like, what? They're from the UK, like, and man, UK's on fire right now.
Well, honestly, isn't it?
Yeah, Innit. So, all right, before we close out,
Yeah.
the across the pond,
Mm-hmm.
highlight of the UK scene that we're seeing, like some of our favorite artists. Like, list out some artists you think people should check out.
Tamara, Flo, Hope Tala, Jack James, Dave, Jay Huss, Coltrane.
We found out
Coltrane.
We found out
we
he's from the
found
UK.
out his name. Come on,
Like,
man.
bro, everybody's coming from
Everybody.
Cleo Sol.
Cleo Sol.
Yeah, Cleo Sol. Gotta check out Cleo Sol. She's
Dang,
dope.
I was gonna say one more R&B act. I can't think of it right now. It just slipped my mind. But what are some?
Well, like on the hip hop side,
Yeah.
who I've been listening to a lot is Central Cee. That's like I would rock with Central Cee. Russ Millions, I rock with Russ Millions. RD, rock with him. There's this group called Pete and Boz. It's like these two old white guys, but they are dope as hell.
Yo, people really need if they want like an eye into the like drill scene in like London. What's that YouTube channel that you sent? Fume or Fume?
Oh, okay, so all right, so there's this guy named Fumes the Engineer. Like all last year, he was doing like these video freestyles with different artists.
Yeah.
And those were dope. And then there's I forgot what the YouTube channel is called. I want to say it's called the Guppy? Guppy? Nah, not Guppy. Hold up, people. Hold up now, let me get it together now. Shout out to Loaded Lux. Let me get it together now.
Press Play Media now.
Here we go, I found it.
You got it?
It's called The Daily Duppy.
The Daily Duppy?
Daily Duppy. So if you want to check out a bunch of different like dope UK artists, especially in the rap space, man, Daily Duppy, they have a bunch of like
those videos
freestyles, videos.
kind of remind me of like a mix between like the Genius, like into the lyrics and what's it called? Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, because they do a lot of video drops just like Lyrical Lemonade for sure. Yeah. But yeah, man, the UK scene is on fire. Super, super dope. And then I like this other guy. His name is Keywing Face. That's KWENGFACE. I like him too. He has a real dope freestyle, plug-in freestyle with Fumes the Engineer. Yeah, but man, I think we touched on it a little bit, man.
I think honestly,
shout out to them across the pond.
If you ever wanted like an intro video into some of the artists that are coming out of the UK scene, I think this would be it.
Yeah.
Because the range of music that we just talked about is vast.
Yeah, you're gonna have a fire little playlist.
Right.
Fire playlist. Yeah.
But yeah, this was Across the Pond. My name is Senna.
And my name is Kyle. Thanks for tuning in to Nice Finds.
Yeah, appreciate you. We'll see you in the next time.